Your family was awfully tough on pets, weren't they, Rose?
Dorothy, this could be more serious than you think. Now, why don't you have a doctor look at that foot?
I already have.
When?
1965.
You don't want to miss the recital.
It is fine.
Oh, really? Let's see you do a Cincinnati.
You little lady. All right, boys, take it away. A 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4.
Didn't want to face you after all those things I said.
Honey, I understand.
Well,
I understand why you were so upset.
I'm not really sure you do, Dorothy. You see, I threw myself at Ted, and he just...
Rose, it'll be fun. You like square dancing.
No, thanks. Oh, Rose, you're only going to be dancing with men. You can't kill them by doing that.
Nope, no more men. That's it for me.
No more men. My God, I would die. I would just die.
It's not like no more food, Blanche.
It's worse.
There are many women who live happy.
None of the kids are interested in learning how to diagram sentences. I really don't get it. I mean, am I the only one who thinks diagramming sentences is fun?
You talk like this on dates, don't you?
Dorothy, you're a substitute. Your job isn't actually to teach.
Then what is it?
But to keep...
I guess it's my shift.
It's okay, Dorothy. I think she's finally asleep.
Oh, thank God, I am exhausted. Haven't been this tired since my wedding night.
Been waiting for the puffiness to disappear.
We were worried about you.
Well, I just cried, and then I finally realized what I'd been crying about. It wasn't about me, and it wasn't about Jamie. It was about George. And I cried enough for George when he died, so I decided to rejoin the living.
Here, it was some treat. You made an old lady feel young again. You're okay.
We love you, Sophia.
Oh, we sure do. This is nice to die with friends. I'm gonna close my eyes now, but I'm only resting. Too much woman for him. His spirit was willing, but his poor heart couldn't take it.
It's all our fault. Our silly competitiveness did this.
Oh, come on, you two. The man was in his 70s. These things just happen. You had nothing to do with his heart giving out.
Dorothy.
I'm sorry, I only date officers.
Norman, would you like to play with the potato head?
Sure. What do you feel like doing?
Dead. Don't forget dead.
I'm going down to that newspaper this minute. Not only am I going to get Chugga fired, if I hurry, I can get him to print a retraction in this afternoon's edition. 68.
And dead.
What are people gonna think?
They'll think it's time to elect a new town
Outside the concert hall.
I asked you to tell him I'm not going.
I'm not gonna do your dirty work for you, Rose.
Well, I don't want to talk to him. He makes me feel foolish. I don't even feel comfortable telling him St. Olaf stories.
I want to know exactly what he said to make you feel that way. Rose, I don't want to encourage long stories, but it seems in this story you left out the
story.
That's the word.
Well, Charlie went right to sleep. We didn't, well, you know.
When he promised?
No.
Young Rose.
Nice to meet you.
So, Jeremy, where did you and Rebecca meet?
We met at a sidewalk cafe in Paris.
There weren't any tables left, so I just sat at Becky.
Why don't we all move out to the Lanai for dinner?
I'll show you the way.
Here, let me help you with that.
Thank you.
But he really likes you, Dorothy.
Everyone is beautiful because they're beautiful on the inside.
Cannot believe
People
this.
are
I
like
have a
snow
great
flakes.
guy like Stephen just crazy about me, and I'm wasting my time here with all these grinning idiots. Let's go home.
We said we'd stay till after the meeting.
Just a word of caution, don't doze off. I think
It's Borgnine.
I just fixed a special treat for David. It's the same little after-school snack I used to make for my own son. A triple-decker BLT, a hearty helping of homemade potato salad, and a great big slice of double chocolate fudge cake.
Oh, where was he going after school? The electric chair?
You're my family, and you make me happy to be alive.
Let's all drive to Coconut Grove for lunch.
Okay.
My treat. We'll have to celebrate. What, that she came out of her room? That we're together.
And that no matter what, I know what you're going through. The bottom line is, if you take a chance in life, sometimes good things happen, sometimes bad things happen. But honey, if you don't take a chance, nothing happens.
I'm going to take a chance.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, I have to look in my closet. I don't even know what to wear. Bang in the middle of his face.
Well, I like this nose. I think I'm going to get it.
What are you getting?
I'm picking out the kind of face I want to show the plastic surgeon tomorrow. See, I want to get Linda Evans's eyes, and Lena Horne's cheekbones, and Cheryl Teague's nose, and Carol Burnett's chin.
I think you can get that chin through a catalog.
Well, we're meeting Holly. Didn't she mention it to you?
No. I suppose you'll say it's just a silly mix-up. Well, I'm not falling for that again. I'm not going.
Fine, Rose, fine. But I do think it's time that you realize that Holly is a terrific person and would not do anything to hurt you.
Oh, Michael gave me that. Let's go. I can't believe it. A grandchild.
Little Roger.
Roger? What do you want him to be, a choreographer? It's Lamar.
Hi, sweetheart. You are driving the Lincoln tonight, aren't you?
Sure. Oh, two things. We're doubling with Phil and Nancy tonight. Two things you have to remember. Call them little people. And they hate to be patted on the head. I found out
the newsstand.
What are you talking about?
Don't you notice a difference? Can't you see the glow? Can't you see the light radiating off of me?
Sure, it's the porch light glaring off your head.
I thought I heard a man's voice. Oh, it's you, Stan.
I'm so happy you're all here. I have just had an incredible...
Ever since I was a little girl, when I first heard my parents whispering about the St. Olaf slasher. Slasher? Yes! Oh, he terrorized St. Olaf for months. In the dark of night, he'd sneak into an unsuspecting farmer's field and mercilessly slash his scarecrow to shreds.
Oh, Angelo, actually, we've all been deceitful, too. Stanley and I are divorced. I hope you're not disappointed.
No, I'm thrilled. I never liked him. He's a yacht.
And we're not... Came on the screen. I stood up and yelled, "My God, that's my father! That's him!" Rose, honey, you don't still actually believe that. Oh, there's so many ways to say farewell. Auf Wiedersehen, arrivederci, adios, hasta luego.
Get lost.
See, there's another one. Good, Dorothy.
Then what, Blanche? Dog years?
I'm Blanche. I'm Dorothy's roommate. Would you get the door?
Dorothy's told me a great deal about you.
Well, she seems to have left out. I'm so tired. What'd she just say, Dorothy? Was that a poem?
Rose, make her lie down.
Well, I do try. I try, but I just pop right up again like one of those clowns you hit. I'll never rest. I'll never rest again. Have a good time, Dorothy. Buy me a present. Otherwise, you might never have known you even had it.
Okay, here's the game plan. Reach much on sex and relationships anyway.
You're right. I mean, what is sex, after all?
Two clunky old bodies thrashing around against each other. Like animals.
You get all sweaty and flushed.
Hair gets mussed. Where am I supposed to sit again?
Oh, anywhere you damn well please. What the hell difference does it make now? Oh, so first you were a teacher, and then you decided to become a priest.
Actually, at first I went to medical school for a year. Then I quit.
And high heels. Well, at any rate, I spoke out. And because I did, a lot of other women didn't have to go through the same thing.
You know, Dorothy, you're right. I have made up my mind I'm going to see the dean about Professor Cooper.
Very wise decision.
Mills? No, there was something about him that turned me off. I think it was the way he cleaned his ears with his keys.
Hi.
You're home early. Did you enjoy yourself?
Not really. Miles' friends are all college professors. There you go. There you go.
Sal. Sal.
Ma, are you okay?
What happened?
Oh, Ma, you were choking. You passed out. Rose saved your life.
But I was in heaven with your father. I didn't want to come back. Thanks for nothing, you nitwit.
People don't have dandruff. God figures they've been through enough already.
Hello, you must be Michael's mother.
And you must be Lorraine's mother. We weren't expecting you until tomorrow.
I lost it all. I'm sorry.
Mother, I am so ashamed of you.
I don't believe it.
Well, me neither. Frozen Island isn't the kind to squat.
Oh, come on. You said the exact same things to me before you took me to Shady. I'll go pretty up.
Rose?
I'm going through the family album. I thought I'd pay your father a visit.
Look, here we all are.
Your Sweet 16 party, right?
Right. Oh, look at that beautiful chiffon dress.
Yeah, your brother Phil always did like to make a splash.
But just for the night.
Oh, thank you, Annie Dorothy. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh, do you believe this?
Nah, I saw her lips move. Do all along. Help me not be scared. I think so. Goodbye, Aunt Gretchen.
Take a seat, lady. This isn't the Copacabana.
Rose, that was...
Got out of the car, I noticed a swarthy man with a weapon.
Swarthy man with a weapon.
What are you doing?
Buenos dias, Fernando. The gardener trimming the hedge.
I was running. He was blurred. Oh, no. Blanche has been attacked.
Sort of.
Oh,
This is so exciting. This is so depressing. Oh, it's Saturday night and I'm all nervous and jumpy because in a few hours there'll be a handsome new toilet at my door.
What's going on here? I walk into the bathroom, and instead of a toilet, there's a hole in the ground.
Hello, ladies. How Hi, Cousin Rose.
Sven, hi. I want to do something really special tonight in honor of your wedding. What are you in the mood for?
Oh, Cousin Rose, there isn't going to be a wedding.
What? Why not?
Well, because I decided I can't marry.
And just yesterday, her biggest concern was whether Bubbles, the chimp, was traveling with Michael Jackson against his will. Okay, honey, tell us what's wrong.
What does this picture look like to you?
Me sitting on a throne dressed as Cleopatra. Well, I will never forget when I first put up that notice at the supermarket.
Are you okay? I'm fine.
Oh, I know exactly what you're going through. I can read it in your face.
You can. Money appeals to me, but why the sandwich business?
Because we don't have enough counter space to make kidney machines. So are we partners or what?
Gee, it sounds kind of complicated. Selling sandwiches at a construction site? I don't know the first thing about business. You should ask Dorothy. Or Blanche. At least they'd have some input.
I know. So are we partners or what?
No way, I'm really mad.
All right, it's late and I'm tired, so listen up.
Oh, Ma, you're going to tell us a story.
No, I'm going to do shadow puppets. See? An elephant eating a peanut? Happy? Of course I'm going to tell a story. Picture it. Morocco, the 30s.
It's a Boston.
I'm sorry I didn't know who you were, but Charlie didn't like to talk about the war.
I always hoped Charlie and I would hook up again one day, but, well, believe it or not, I never had the occasion to visit St. Olaf.
Really? You mean not even to change planes for St. Gustav?
Oh, you can't get to... Dorothy, how sweet. Oh, that just gives me a warm, tingly feeling all over. If you'll excuse me, I'm going to go slip under the covers and enjoy it.
Okay, Dorothy, she's gone. You can tell me the truth. You were talking about me, weren't you? That's okay. It'll be all right. Oh, I'm sorry, but you're not supposed to eat off that plate. That's Blanche's Citrus Festival plate.
Are you staying here too?
We're in the room at the end of the hall. I'm Peter. This is my wife, Maddie.
I don't get to know?
No, Mom.
Okay, have it your way, but nobody can keep a secret from Sophia Petrillo. Whatever that guy's hiding, I could smoke it out of him in 3 or 4 quick questions.
Hello, ladies.
Perfect timing.
Ma.
So, Clayton, what do you think of this Miami weather so far?
I took you.
Look, Ma, you know what I'm talking about. You complain, you belittle.
You know, Dorothy, I think maybe you're being too hard on her. I know how difficult buying shoes can be. Sometimes you get yourself a really good-looking salesman and you try...
I turned her over to the secret police. No more to tell.
When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore. When the world seems to shine...
...in his birthday.
Blanche, that's horrible.
And that's not the worst part. That darn electricity straightened my hair. I used to have curly hair. Come on, Ed. You walk out that door, Missy. You can forget about coming back. Lucy! Lucy!
As a base.
Fine, we'll just cook in a fireplace and pee in the broom closet. Al?
To me.
Enjoy it while it lasts. Now, good night.
Oh, hi, Dorothy. Honey, can I talk to you?
No, go away.
But I can't sleep, Sophia, and it's all because Rose isn't talking to me.
I could care less. Now get out of my room.
Sophia?
I'm not in. Wait for the beep, then leave a message.
It's beautiful. You've got to try to convince him to choose you guys. You're as close as any family I've ever seen.
I can't believe he bought it.
What do you mean, Sophia? We get along great.
He's got no idea what it's like living with you monkeys. I get sick every time I think of it. Of course, that's why I'm upset.
I know just how you feel. It's hard losing your best buddy.
You're telling me.
Good morning, Sophia. Rose, honey, you don't have time to eat. As my campaign manager, it is your duty to spend every waking hour ensuring my victory, so that once in office, I can implement the changes needed to move.
All right, everybody stay right where they are. The wagons will be here momentarily to transport all of you downtown.
Downtown? He means jail.
Oh, really, Rose? I thought he meant Neiman Marcus.
I've never been in jail.
These are my roommates, Blanche, Rose. Please, sit down.
Oh, thank you. Well, why don't you begin by telling us a little about yourself?
Well, there isn't much to tell. I'm hardworking and honest, and I'll work for a reasonable wage. That's it? All right, I won't go on.
But no. Well, then how did you get over your fear?
I never did, but thanks to Dorothy, I now have new hope.
You see, Dorothy, Blanche is willing to face her fear. I think it's time you faced yours.
Rose, forget it. I am not going to have that surgery, and no one is going to make me change.
Oh, hello there. How'd you do?
We came in second.
Oh, that's terrific. What'd you get?
Treated badly. They told us to get out of the way when they took the winner's picture with Anita Bryant.
Oh, for those old judges, no, I'd love to hear your song.
Oh, forget it, Blanche.
Well, you won out. I figured you would. I overheard Blanche telling the other girls last night that you got all the brains, charm, and sex appeal, while your twin brother Rob the Slob batted a big fat 0.
Okay, Rob, I'm ready. Let's go.
You're Rob? Hi, Blanche.
Please, pussycat, I'm on a roll.
I'm sorry, Sophia, but I'm not going to let your skepticism ruin my entire evening. Mel and I were meant to be together.
I wish I could say the same for your thighs.
Cruise with some longtime gentlemen friends, and if we decide to be intimate, then we'll be prepared. We are not embarrassed, we're not uncomfortable, we are not humiliated. We're going to walk out of here today with our heads held high, secure in the knowledge that what we have done is morally and socially responsible.
You celebrate your way, I'll celebrate mine. There, and they will need protection. They can pay me or fly in the sun.
That is a terrible thing to do to your neighbors.
I'll cut you in for half.
We should also sell visors. There's a man on our lawn.
That kind of thinking is really quite sexist. Just because a woman is attractive and is not uncomfortable about her sexuality does not mean she can't be bright, well-informed, and a hell of a lawyer.
Where did you go to law school?
A whole bunch of places. I have no secrets from,
Ed.
Ed.
If you need some privacy, you can use my bedroom.
Thank you.
Please, ladies, have a seat. Can I get you ladies anything to drink?
Oh, no, thank you.
I like your... I can't just stand by and watch this happen. I've got to do something.
That might work too. Abundanza.
Boy, am I glad I didn't jump.
Nobody uses it.
You would take a desert people and put them in the ice and snow?
With the proper clothes, they'll be fine.
Renee, listen, you want to talk. Don't call a talk show. Talk to your husband.
Blanche, at the hospital, they call him Saint George. I'm married.
We even look like ourselves.
What's your point?
Ma, you are not helping matters. We are trying to think of a way we can make ourselves look better for that party.
Okay, let me think. It's too bad we're not back home. There's no place like Sicily.
Why do you say that, Sophia?
Because in Sicily, I could solve this whole problem.
Ma, I'll go tell the nurse you're here.
That's a lovely chair.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, I'd give anything for an electric wheelchair. I just...
Stay, and both of them involve yanking a chain.
Has anybody seen Blanche? She had a date last night, and this morning her bed's all made, and she's not even there.
Wait a minute, here's our walking playground now. Boy, it must be true love. This guy is slowing down to 5 miles.
Have to stink. And if you stay and work at it and everything turns out, you'll have a place to visit when the things at home really get to stink.
I just can't, like, come here whenever.
You can just like come here whenever.
Well, I don't mind the gardening, but it's like the vacuum.
Description of you.
Well, I can understand that. I mean, women like me don't grow on trees.
Too bad, we could use the shade.
Dorothy, it's only one.
No, oh, honey, no.
All right, that's it. We got to get that antique dealer off the membership committee.
2. Anyway, when Harry really got lazy, Dad had to bring in Mr. Hoffenheisen to spread the seed. He did it in the most unusual way. He'd put on this really long rubber glove.
Give up. People care. They really do. Good people won't let this kind of suffering go on. You just gotta hang in there till tomorrow.
Sophia, it is tomorrow.
You were saying. Mrs. Bornak?
Oh, I'm sorry. I just figured if I opened my mouth that the phone would start ringing. Anyway, but
The bags. Where do you put your tips?
Who cares? What is going on here?
Obviously, there's some confusion. Sunny Meadows is a clothing optional resort.
You mean the nudist camp? Oh, well, we didn't know that.
Well, who made the reservation?
Probably you're sick. Now, I want you to see Michael Chang. He's a virologist on staff here at the hospital. You know, there are all kinds of diseases we didn't know about before. Look at Lyme disease.
Harry, am I going to die?
I'm afraid so.
You really think so?
Sooner or later, I guarantee it.
Miami has so much appeal.
A great place to get a seafood meal.
Ants.
Welcome home, soldier.
It's crying out with pain, and making the most spectacular comeback since Dennis Hopper.
Are you all right, Sophia? Of course I'm all right. It's just that halfway to the contest I realized I forgot the wine.
For your muscles, Marinara?
No, for me. I always drink wine during cooking contests and my sister Sam in town.
Ma!
Hey, some of Italy's finest sopranos were former mayors.
Hi, Rose.
Not a Yankee hands. If you prick us, do we not bleed? If you tickle us, do we not laugh?
Sometimes all night, I've heard her.
My point is, I am made up of many ingredients, but perhaps that is what gives me my uniquely American flavor.
But I'm telling you, Dorothy, this is gonna ruin your life.
Well, Dorothy, I'm worried about you.
Please, don't you start. I had a problem 15 years ago. That's a long time. I've learned a little something since then. A lot has happened, and I've lived with the temptations.
And then, you're gonna love this. Dom DeLuise takes me by the arm and insists I tell Bert the story.
Sophia, I don't want to hear any more about it.
Not even the part when Bert and Dom insisted I repeat the story to Lonnie Anderson?
That's it? I don't want to hear another word.
Oh, Cinderella's back.
Ma, I can't believe that you're seriously considering getting involved in this.
Martha's a sick woman, and she doesn't want to get any sicker. She's gonna do it anyway, so why should she die alone?
This is wrong, Sophia.
Forget about whether this is right or wrong. Ma, I'm worried about...
More than 100 and we didn't have any change.
What about these?
Well, they all had hundreds, too.
Rose, let me give you a few lessons in economics. Lesson number 1. Quit being an idiot.
Okay.
Lesson number 2. The law of supply and demand. Before you truly get with it.
Hi, girls. How's it going?
Well, Angelo, what are you doing here?
My brother wants to try out for the telethon.
I got a song I used to sing with my partner. We call ourselves Tino and Fino.
I'm warning you, Angelo. No political stuff. We don't want to have any trouble.
There's drizzle down my chin. Has it gotten awful hot out here? I'll go get the lemonade.
Oh, we used to cook outdoors all the time when we were kids. Remember our camping trips, Lily?
Oh, I sure do. During the summer, our father would take the whole family on camping trips into the wilderness.
Has a sense of humor, too.
Okay. Boy, I bet we're both relieved Mrs. Contini did such a great job matching us up. I'll have to thank her in the morning.
Wait, can we back that up a second? Who is Mrs. Contini? What do you mean matching us? I'm not a Gabor.
You're telling me. Listen, big news. Zsa Zsa's coming to town.
Gloria is coming here?
I wish I knew why you two didn't get along. I just don't understand it. For some reason, you've always been jealous of my good daughter.
Ma should get one. I am very susceptible. I have low resistance. I have a tendency to be anemic, right, Ma?
You're a hypochondriac.
That too. Stay away from me, Rose.
Will you hold still? If you don't let me finish, I'll never get this dress ready by Saturday.
If I get near her, I won't need it on Saturday. I'll be home in bed.
Dora, beginning of a passionate romance. And tonight, I've decided to wear it with clothes.
Girls, I did it again. I won another giveaway.
Oh, what did you win this time? A vasectomy?
Even better.
When you saw him grab you, I just couldn't see what it was.
Listen, you know, it could have been a lot worse. Most people in an abusive relationship have to hit bottom before they can get out. You were lucky.
Your bottom's a lot higher than most people's.
Well, I'm off.
Oh, where you going, Rose?
To see.
Oh, come on, Elise. The whale represents coming to terms with the self-hatred that's in all of us. What do you think?
I was just having a conversation with two people over there, speculating on if you could have any two people in the world, living or dead, to your house for dinner.
Well, it's the jungle cat in me. I try to keep it carefully hidden, of course.
Oh, my God, now she's with the other boyfriend. It's like living with Cher. Sicilian, Yutz means Apollo.
Ma, will you stop that?
It wouldn't hurt you to learn how to kiss up.
Stanley, one question. If things are going so well, what is it you want?
Glad you asked, babe. I need your help. I want to export the Zborny to Japan.
Down with McCracken.
Your boss is coming here?
Yeah, a week on strike has had its effect on business. He wants to negotiate. I insisted we do it on our turf. That's him. Let him in. I gotta prepare the table. Why? They didn't believe in anesthesia back then. They had a nurse hold a pillow over your face, so the other patients couldn't hear your screams. You ought to pay extra for that. Sicily, love it or leave it.
Visiting, I don't understand why you didn't tell him this morning exactly how you felt.
Is that it, Rose? I mean, are you finished, or is there something else that you don't understand?
Well, actually, there is. I don't understand how a thermos keeps things both hot and cold.
For Louis the Ice Pick.
Ma, you said Charles de Gaulle.
Yeah, right. I slept with Charles de Gaulle. I could have been the first lady of France, but I married your father instead. A man who cleaned his toenails with a shrimp fork.
A little of that goes a very long way.
I'm having second thoughts about spending another evening with Barbara Thorndike.
Oh, I don't think it'll hurt to give her another chance.
I picked up our lottery tickets. Here we go.
Oh!
Here we go.
Now, I forget. How's this go again? To win something, you have to get 3 to match?
Right. If you get 3 coconuts, you win $100.
What if you get 3 palm trees?
You don't have 3 palm trees. That means you win $10,000.
Ma, I know what a palm tree looks like.
Do a handstand, but they surely did appreciate me trying.
But I don't understand. Blanche, just once, why couldn't you let your sister win?
I told you, Dorothy, jealousy is a terrible thing. That'll teach Charmaine to be Daddy's favorite.
Girls, there's only one way we're going to solve this problem.
I can't. My taxi's waiting. I just wanted to stop by and say thank you.
For what?
For convincing me to go back home. I figured I'd give it another try.
Oh, that's great. What was it I said?
Nothing. I just decided I didn't want to be as old.
But as you grow older, your body changes.
It falls apart.
Oh, it does not fall apart.
For 50 years, I had the body of Cheetah Rivera. One morning, I woke up, my butt looked like the neck of a bulldog.
Well, I remember the first time I felt I was getting older. I was visiting. It was perfect.
It was you, babe.
No.
You charmed them.
You were pretty impressive yourself. You gave them a respectable soft sell, and you made a deal that's going to profit both sides. You've come a long way, Zborny.
Thanks, babe. Well, I better be going.
It was a good evening.
Call.
Hello,
Hi, you're on the air with Dr. Kelly. I need your first name only.
my name is Cher.
And your problem, Cher?
I have a 55-year-old daughter named Dorothy. Dorothy Spornak. She's got problems.
Your trampoline village?
I told you, I thought you were taking me to Shady Pines. To tell you the truth, I was beginning to look forward to the chicken a la king.
Oh, you really think I was trying to deceive you?
Well, I was, but I don't anymore. Now I think you're trying to kill me.
Ma, I know you're frightened, but do you think that I would be pushing for this up?
I'm gay.
Okay, we're even. Now let's go take care of the kids.
Ma, have you seen Rose?
She left with Doug. Boy, were her eyes twirling.
How could she do this to me? Stop seeing Ernie?
No, of course not.
Rose, how about you and Ernie seeing a sex therapist?
Well, I suppose I could talk to Ernie. Maybe we could make an appointment.
Well, sex therapy is one solution, but there are other ways.
Oh, Blanche, dessert toppings are not the answer.
That accent, you could almost buy it.
And you must be Sophia.
Your face looks awfully familiar. Was your picture ever on a cigar box?
No, she's right. That was my father.
May we continue, Commandant?
My family once...
That would make it over 30 years, Rose.
It's been about an hour, Dorothy, but don't worry, Kate had a lot to get off her chest.
You think he'd at least have the courtesy to say goodbye?
He's coming back, Mom.
What?
He's getting...
Was arrested. The feds try to pin everything on me.
You mean, did they... Have you been to prison?
Oh, no. I couldn't let that happen. Can you imagine what my life would have been like if the other inmates found out how much I love to dance? No,
Hello. I'm a Baptist.
Sister, is it all right if I sit?
Boy, we had some great times at home, didn't we, Ida? We sure did. Dorothy, Ida was the best, bar none, at faking an angina attack at dinner, so we could swap our non-fat yogurt for real sour cream. There wasn't a patient at Shady Pines that didn't...
The murder of Kendall Nesbitt.
Lieutenant Alvarez, I don't think that'll be necessary, as I seem to have recovered from my death. But I would like to thank the Maltese Falcon Club, and in particular, Blanche Devereaux, for giving us a weekend we'll never forget. Thank you for coming.
You're not mad at her.
I'm not. I'm mad at you.
Hey, as long as it's your birthday, how about I get one of the two of you together?
Do you mind? Me? Why are you mad at me?
Oh, Rose, you should have known you could trust me. This is an insult to me and our whole relationship.
Miles? Miles?
Actually, I'm glad to have the opportunity to talk about the pilot because when I was living in London, I'd watch American television, I'd watch Mary Tyler Moore, and especially soap. I noticed the work of a certain person, and I said, God, if I had the opportunity to have that kind of material and those kind of actors, I'd like to think that's how I would do it. And I would check the credits all the time, and it was...
Mr. Thurber, I don't believe I quite understand your problem.
Well, then I guess I don't have a problem.
Mr. Thurber, this is a crisis center. I'm a trained counselor.
Practical jokes. If I look through that, I'll get charcoal all around my eye.
All right, Dorothy. Fine. Why don't we just call a truce with a nice piece of peanut brittle?
Come on, Ma. The peanut brittle is an even older gag than the kaleidoscope. I'll open the can, snakes will come out. Honey, face.
90-year-old twins, Ralph and Nunzio, sitting on a park bench. Ralph says to Nunzio, "Hey, whatever happened to that streaking craze?" And Nunzio says, "What streaking craze?" And Ralph says, "You know, when everybody would take off their clothes and run down the street." So Nunzio says, "Hey, that sounds like fun. I think I'll do it right now."
Cuban. But hath not a Cuban eyes? Hath not a Cuban hands? Organs? Dimensions? Senses? Affections? Passions? Fed with the same food? Hurt with the same weapons?
A hospital.
You mean I'm alive?
Very much so.
Then what am I doing in here?
That's what I was asking. Tell you what, ma'am. I'll call patient care. They'll send somebody. Well, this is our floor. Good luck.
By the way, I'll be thinking of you. Guys like you make it safe for old ladies like me to walk the street.
Mom! Say, Rose, look, now, I'm not making any promises, but how would you like to take a look at that Blanche Devereaux room?
Really? I'd love to.
Come on, let's go. By the way, what's your name? That last Mark was the reason I did let...
Oh, I wanted to show Sven as many of the sights as possible today.
Did you get a picture of him with that Mr. Whipple cut out at the A&P?
We just stopped to pick up breakfast before we started off on our big day.
Will you ladies join us?
What are you making?
Linderhoven.
What's that?
Oatmeal. It's usually served with a cracker made from yakintest.
Kisses and sink your teeth into my ripe, juicy flesh. Let me make you happy, Ham. All I need to know is that you want me as much as I want you.
Best, I worked, I slept. For fun, I ate onion sandwiches. Then, one day, my daughter sat me down. She said, Mom would hate what you're doing. She would say, Arnie, who are you saving yourself for? I'm dead. And I'm not in heaven if I have to worry about yours, Blanche.
How about a game of hide and seek?
Sure! Great! Yeah!
Well, how about you, Norman?
Isn't that outfit a little young for you?
Come on, Norman, let's go. That boy hates me.
Oh, no, he doesn't, but he...
Calm down.
Well, I can't help it. Funeral homes give me the willies. That's why I've always avoided them. I've only been to 2 funerals in my entire life, and I'm 45 years old.
You're such a liar.
All right, then 3 funerals. The point is, let's hurry up and get out of here.
Hello.
Oh, I'm all right, I'm all right. I'll be lying next to them. Oh, it didn't really feel like Charlie, but sometimes it helped me fall asleep.
I'll have to try that.
But that can't be 2 o'clock.
It is. Oh, I'd better let you get some sleep. Good night, Rose.
Good night. Oh, Jean, listen, was it
Tonight, I dreamt I ate a giant marshmallow, and when I woke up, my boyfriend was gone.
I don't get it.
It's not a joke.
Blanche, I take back everything I said about your moon theory. These men are relentless.
Everybody's smiling here. I haven't seen so many goofy smiles since the Great Dentures Swap at Shady Pines.
Welcome to Create Your Own Miracles. My name is...
You know, all these gentlemen were goof-offs, and you were a goof-off, but I managed to cut you off at the pass. I figure the pass is about the 10th grade, and that's where I belong.
Well, if that's what you really want to do, okay. Hey, listen, if there's anything I can ever do...
This is just the operator. Your phone is working fine.
Mom, what did you hear?
You're never gonna believe what happened.
You are never going to believe what happened. Yakamura decided not to buy the house. What happened? Well, he went on a shopping spree and he spent all his money. He bought a fortune. That man is guilty.
Oh, come on, that's circumstantial evidence. I mean, it's not enough to convict him.
Well, actually, the more damning evidence was a snapshot they found of Duncan dressed in scuba gear, drag and tip his body down the stairs wrapped in a carpet.
right, you can have the boy.
We can't just move in here. Let them do their work from a van, like real police on TV.
Look, we'd like your cooperation on this, but you have every right to say no.
No.
Girls, I think we need to discuss this. Blanche, must you always be so cheerful, you empty-headed Mary Poppins knockoff?
Let me know if you notice anything.
Blanche, what's with you and Rose?
The newspaper.
Oh, now the Metro section.
Did she and the girls...
Hey, don't kill the messenger. Kinds of jokes growing up. Actually, it ran in the family. In our breakfast room, we had one whole wall covered with kick me signs we had collected. Oh, there was a story attached to each one of them, and in some cases, the original Scotch tape. Much, much smaller. But bigger than a flea circus.
Tell me, Rose, did they ever shoot a herring out of a cannon?
Tonight at 7.
Tonight at 7, Mildred.
Good afternoon.
I thought he belonged to the other one.
Well, I'm sure Rose won't mind one bit.
He's a man. It's not like sharing a yogurt.
Hello. Hi,
Dorothy.
Honey, did Barry call?
Not that I know of.
Oh, we're supposed to go out again.
Oh, sounds like lunch went well. Introducing himself, and I don't know, I was still so stunned, I just kind of half muttered a howdy do, and he said, I beg your pardon, I didn't hear you. Well, I don't know what came over me, but I just blurted out, didn't hear me? I think you could pick up Radio Free Europe with those.
Boys can't catch anything. I've seen them practice.
Hi, girls.
Oh, hi, Blanche. How did your date with John go last night?
Oh, perfect. Dinner in the symphony.
You must be really serious. You've seen him every night this week.
You're a lucky woman, Blanche. You're a guy, John, is just the type of...
He already resents you. Why should he be mad at me, too?
I've heard enough. Get out.
See, you're great at throwing people out.
Stanley, you're going to have to throw your own son out of your own house.
Dorothy, I can't. How can I sit in judgment of how Michael lives his life? Here I am, a middle-aged man selling nothing.
For all of us to be here.
You're right. Bye, Dorothy.
Don't go. I want you all to hear this. I lied about the money. I didn't squander it on bad investments. I couldn't have. He didn't leave me any to begin with.
Mother, what are you telling me?
Young?
No, it's just that sometimes rich people think more about money than they do about people.
Well, Richard's nothing like that, and I don't think he ever could be. He is simply the sweetest, kindest, most handsome man I've ever met. Only I do have a small problem with his money.
Why? You don't think you'll live long enough?
I'm gonna pack. Sophia, wait, isn't there anything we can do to make you stay?
Nothing. My mind's made up. I'm leaving in the morning.
Oh.
Sophia! We're all going to be turned into kumquats.
What is she talking about? Don't play dumb with me. I've been out to cast a curse myself. Do you think Shelley Long was really tired of playing in Cheers? Wrong, baby. I was tired of her.
My rear tires have less pressure in them.
I'm ready.
The moon is hanging awful low in the sky tonight.
Morning.
Morning. Dorothy, taste this.
Oh, Ma, that's wonderful.
Yeah. Smells fine to me. I don't know why they're recalling it.
I hate it when he does that.
Mrs. Devereaux, there's someone in the bar for you.
Oh, God. Oh, girls, this is it. Can you see him, Rose?
Yes, I think I can. He's coming this way. Oh, he's very handsome.
Sorry for.
Dennis.
Hello, Mother Dorothy.
You'd show your
flowers that year because of what happened to old man Smith. He was our town florist. He was also our town's only blacksmith. Come to think of it, he was our town's only black man. Anyway, when he first moved in, the town council decided to give him a traditional Scandinavian welcome, gathering on his... Somebody impulsive who'd sweep me off my feet. He'd pick me up in his convertible Porsche and whisk me to the airport, and we'd fly to his villa in the south of France, where we'd blindfold the orchestra and dance until dawn. And then we'd watch the sun come up over 2 steaming cups of cocoa.
I'm sorry, I'm going to have to interrupt. No, I'm sure this is a very worthy cause, but no, to be perfectly frank, at this moment I couldn't give a flying fig about whooping cranes. No, I have to keep the line free. Fine, I'll send you a check. Hold it, let me grab a pencil. Okay, whooping cranes, yeah.
The next thing I know, I'm in the Bahamas. I figured while I was there, I'd buy some perfume for you and your friends in the duty-free shop.
David.
I'd keep an eye on this one, lady.
Oh, I just don't know how to thank you, officer, but I would like to try. I'm usually at Wally's for happy hour on Tuesdays. Along just great. It was my escort who turned out to be the dud. Next time, I'm going to date both brothers before I give one away.
Hi. Hi, I hear you had a great time tonight.
It was the best. I haven't laughed so much or acted so silly since I was a teenager. You know what we did?
Because they're kids. Eventually, when they become mothers, they know better. Right, Dorothy?
Right, Ma. Gee, I remember when I was a teenager, you used to make me bring my dates into the house to meet you and Pop. Oh, I always hated that.
Boy, what an inconvenience. Between the ages of 12 and 19, I met 2 guys.
I have a question. Does Johnny Cash ever wear plaid?
It's not her fault. She's from Minnesota. We'll be in touch.
Oh, girls, we have interviewed dozens of people. We haven't met one likely candidate.
Well, maybe our standards are too high.
It's a dream for me. Martha wants to commit suicide. And she wants me to be there with her.
And what did you say?
I said I'd think about it. You can't say no to somebody who pops for a $75 dinner. Tell them, Blanche.
Wow. Jean, could you tell me what the future holds?
Sure. In January, Brooke Shields and Lady Di will star together in a Broadway musical comedy. Senator Edward Kennedy will once again run for the...
No, I mean what the future holds for me and Jonathan.
Rose? I'm not getting...
Ah, there you are. Ma, I scheduled the appointment for your checkup. Ma, you know you have to have a physical. What do you want me to do? Take you to court? Have you declared incompetent?
I'm not incompetent. Once, when I laughed too hard, I had a little accident.
I have a confession to make. It's not easy, but something happened over there and I think you should know about it.
Well, I did keep pretty well up with what went on over there. I saw Schwarzkopf on the Bob Hope special.
What I'm talking about is personal, Blanche. I know we said we wouldn't even look at anybody else.
As the city requires a permit on any new home construction built within 5 feet of a standing structure used as a primary dwelling.
Rose, all this technical information, it doesn't sound like you.
And if Blanche doesn't get that permit, I think they could make her live in a shoe.
Abutting navigable waters. I don't believe that this court has any jurisdiction.
That sounds legal to me. Counselor, your last day has been a good one. Case dismissed.
Oh, Ma, your first day. You must be really excited.
You bet I'm excited. This was a great idea of yours. It's given me a whole new lease on life. I need a raise.
Ma, you haven't even started yet.
I meant help me up. These new underalls are choking my pancreas.
Airport, I was thinking about what you said, how much courage it took for you to say it. That's when I realized how much you must really love me. Oh, baby. Mama, you were right about Jeremy, too. I can do better. Just took someone who loved me to point it out.
Let's go tell the girls the good news. They're out in the kitchen having cheesecake.
No, if he sees me sitting, he'll think I have arthritis.
Sophia?
Augustine?
You shrunk.
You wish you would give me the benefit of the doubt.
Why can't you give me the benefit of logic? Look, Blanche, I'm not saying you're crazy, but places, smells, sounds, they're all very powerful suggestions. I mean, isn't it possible this is all your imagination, Blanche? Blanche. Fine.
Here, the three of us are planning a vacation together.
Without me?
Well, we were hoping that maybe you'd stay here and watch the house.
Why don't you take the house? I'll stay here and watch the hole in the ground.
Hello, everybody. Hi, Ma.
Brooke Shields takes her mother everywhere.
She just found out about it.
Ma, what are you doing?
Losing? It's strip poker.
That's it. Game's over.
Who do you think you are, Donald Trump? You don't own this casino. She's always telling me what to do.
Open potatoes without burning your fingers.
No, it can't be done.
It can be done. For only $12.95, over 500,000 Zabornis have already been sold. Call this toll-free number now. Remember, with the Zaborni, a day without potatoes is unnecessary.
Zorro mask right out of poor Ed Rosen's hand. Oh, that must be the roofer.
I'm Sid LeBass. You called about your roof?
Yes, won't you come in?
Yeah, wait a sec. I think I stepped in something. That's good enough.
Thing, Laszlo, I'd like to ask you a question. By any chance, is there anybody here tonight in whom you might be interested romantically?
Well, as a matter of fact, yes.
Oh, I know it. I
Laszlo, looks like we're a hit.
It's remarkable to watch him make a veal and pepper hero.
Ma, you are trying to muscle in on a guy named Johnny No Thumbs? Are you crazy? He's probably connected with the mob.
Relax. If they were his friends, he'd still have his thumbs.
He's a very sweet man. Although the first time he waved hello, Sophia missed.
Try soap and water.
I have to call Miles. He must be out of his mind with worry.
Rose?
Oh, darling, we heard.
Rose, it's awful. Look, we don't have much time.
Oh, I'm so sorry about this, Miles.
Can we get this guy out of here? I don't want to be killed at
Dream. I mean, what's the big deal?
Now, come on, Donkey. You've come this far. You might as well go through with it.
Yeah, but what if nobody laughs?
Then you'll know how Lisa Bonet feels.
Okay. Who's got number 14?
God, I do.
Okay, sweetie, you're on next.
No way, he never would have eaten my veal again.
Oh, honey, now you'll just do fine.
No, I won't. I remember the last time I tried to give a speech. I was in high school. Do you want to hear about it?
Would you follow us if we tried to make a run for it?
Yes.
या मातीच्या कणाकणा हरेकाच्या मना मना या मातीच्या कणाकणा हरेकाच्या मना मना माझ्या भीमाचं नाव गाजतंय माझ्या भीमाचं नाव गाजतंय ते अशोक चक्र बोलतंय रथसती रंगावरती डोलतंय ते अशोक चक्र बोलतंय रथसती रंगावरती डोलतंय माझ्या भीमानीच पेटविल्या अंधार मनात वाटी माझ्या भीमाच्या विद्वत्तेच आता जगही गुणगान गाती माझ्या भीमानीच पेटविल्या अंधार मनात वाटी माझ्या भीमाच्या विद्वत्तेच आता जगही गुणगान गाती फुटा फुटात पाहुणी माझ्या भीमाला म्हणून आता लाजतोय कसा म्हणून आता लाजतोय ते अशोक चक्र बोलतय रकस तिरंगावरती डोलतय र ते अशोक चक्र बोलतय रकस तिरंगावरती डोलतय र जुनाचं सोनं इथेच माझा अभिमान मान सन्मानाचं जिन त्यानं दिलं या दिश्रमान केलं जुनाचं सोनं इथेच माझा अभिमान मान सन्मानाचं जिन त्यानं दिलं या दिश्रमान त्याच्या संघर्षातून याच हा सारा समाज आता सजतोय रे हा समाज आता सजतोय ते अशोक चक्र बोलतय रकस तिरंगावरती डोलतय र ते अशोक चक्र बोलतय रकस तिरंगावरती डोलतय देशहितासाठी भीमराव कधीच नाही हो थकला स्वाभिमानी भीमाचा मनका पुन्हा पुढे तो नाही झुकला देशहितासाठी भीमराव कधीच नाही हो थकला स्वाभिमानी भीमाचा मनका पुन्हा पुढे तो नाही झुकला संविधान देशाचं भीमकर्णीने शुभम साधतोय र आता शुभम साधतोय ते अशोक चक्र बोलतय रकस तिरंगावरती डोलतय र ते अशोक चक्र बोलतय रकस तिरंगावरती डोलतय र मातीच्या कणाकणा हरे काचा मना मना माझ्या भीमाचं नाव गाजतय र माझ्या भीमाचं नाव गाजतय ते अशोक चक्र बोलतय रकस तिरंगावरती डोलतय र ते अशोक चक्र बोलतय रकस तिरंगावरती डोलतय र ते अशोक चक्र बोलतय रकस तिरंगावरती डोलतय र ते अशोक चक्र बोलतय रकस तिरंगावरती डोलतय र